Hi everyone, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. I hope you are well and have some creative time today. I am working on August journal play. I've made 10 prompts to motivate myself because I was very motivated in Junk Journal July by those prompts. And in today's session, I am inspired by my happy mail buddy, Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca, for this beautiful flower paper clip. So she made these cutie pies using enamel brads, and she has some flower punches. I've actually ordered a flower punch, but I don't have one right now. So I'm going to cut these freehand, use some big paper clips and some of the Tim Holtz collage bits, as well as a pokey tool, whatever that's officially called. I also ahead of time did some paper weaving on the top left, and I've had a lot of collage masterboards and plenty of scraps to go with those. You may have seen some of that on the cover I did the other day. So here is an example. I wanted to give it a whirl and try out the flower paper clip on the top right. And here's what I'm going to make right now. So I've freehand cut the flower shapes, and they're, just in different sizes. So I'm going to secure those with the brad carefully. Oh yes, ever so carefully using that pokey tool and putting the brad in. I've noticed they come in different sizes. The actual part of the brad, there's longer and shorter. This one's a little bit shorter, so I am fiddling with that right now and soon realized that I shouldn't have opened it up. I should have left it closed so I could get the paper clip on. Yeah, crafting. So now I have pressed it down pretty tightly and it's at the top of the clip. I'm really liking that, and I think this makes a cute pair. I did add some of the Tim Holtz collage bits to the top one that I made earlier, so I am thinking that's a good plan for this one as well. So I just pulled out some that I thought might work, and I really like the sort of seafoam green of the paper clip with picked up in that flower to the right, and this little bumblebee. So I'm just trimming the bee down slightly. So I am sure if you are a journaler or an artist or a crafter or creative of any kind with paper, you probably have scraps. So I hope this inspires you, and I would love to hear from you other ways that you use scraps, because I have scraps aplenty. So I am now taking a little bit of time to adhere the collage bits, and I'm liking the cute little paper clips. So thank you again, Happy Mail Buddy Rebecca, for your kind gift and inspiration. I think that I'm going to use these a little bit later to sort of point to some writing spots that I'm interested in documenting in my journal today. So I have made this ahead of time, the paper weaving, and put it on some of that graph grid paper and used a matte medium to lay it down and just put a good thick coat. If you haven't done paper weaving, it's very simple, and these are huge, sort of, I guess huge isn't the word, maybe thick or wide. I think that's what I'm looking for, pieces. And I've done an over-under weaving approach, and on the one I finished on the top, I even laid some down not over under. If there was a little pattern that I wanted to put on, and then I just let it stick out and didn't worry about the weaving being precise at all. So those are more scraps I'm going to be adding later, and the one on the left hand side is the finished product. So I'm happy about using scraps in that way. Now I've reconsidered the backing a little bit for these flowers because the brad's a little short, as I mentioned earlier, and I just want to make sure it's secure. So I took a little scrap and am adding a little bit of glue there, pressing that down so that the paper clip and the brad and all of that stays securely together. So this one I just put a little bit of book page. I hope your August and journaling is going well. I know that I have had some time this week to journal, and I've really been enjoying it. So I hope you are enjoying your journal time too. So these little cutie pies are just about finished. I entertained the thought for a moment of making them a flower on the back as well, but decided that's not needed. Not this time. So now I'm looking at writing spots, and I really love to document in my journals what's going on, notes of the week, memories. So that first piece is tissue paper. I always put that down in my journals, and junk journals where you sometimes need some space. And I thought about actually something a little different, which I haven't done before, journaling and documenting on the art pieces themselves. So I'm making a small square on the paper weaving and really just journaling about this particular session and this journal spread. So I thought I'd use my what I call scribbly script. And it's just a wavy, very free, loose script, very messy but fun to do. And am sort of making it, I go up in the top and put August in, making it in a bit of a square on the right hand side of the paper weaving. So I think that will be my documenting for this part of the session, and that's going to go somewhere on the left. I don't always glue right away. Do you find that you leave things sort of lingering for a little while in your journal? I like to take my time with placement. So I have this really beautiful image from a Flow, or it might be a Breathe magazine. And I was thinking about these paper clips as a hairpiece. So that gal just got a new do. And I love that because it can stick out as a tab. And I think that found a home. So also I put in some of those cards earlier in a journal session and did some documenting. And I decided to do a double card, so to speak. I took one card and put down some glue on both sides, and then put another card, which I will use in a future documenting session, on the side. So I have a card within a card pocket. And now this cute little flower paper clip found its home. So I hope you found some ideas here. Thank you again, Happy Mail Buddy Rebecca, for sharing your beautiful work and idea. And prompt 2 scraps is done. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying your August journaling, and thank you so much for watching.